But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run, good. And an 8. Throwing is Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
On third down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! Eric Saubert, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So not only did they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
City. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming day.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. Some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On first down, Wilson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Williams going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos are able to claw one back.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. From the 24, Wilson. Flush to his right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Chiefs offense ready to go again.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Hands it off out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. That's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jared McKinnon taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. Going to fake it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news that this one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now it's Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
A good pick up there on 20 yards. Wilson will throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it.